Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys come in on a 2-game skid, hoping to turn things around.
To kick off for Kansas City.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
The Chargers first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The 47-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he stopped immediately there. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings it up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down. It's Chambers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down at 7. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now again, right side. It's Chambers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chambers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
At the 2-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though.
Attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Henley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will run for it with Hampton. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Chambers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 9 here.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Chargers in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll send the slot in motion left. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Castro. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 2.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Justin Herbert.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And this is the Colts wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants at home to take on Washington. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Their home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
13 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll try. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
Mahomes now to throw. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Sunday.
On first down, Chambers. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go, Lou, Attack!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Yellow.
They'll run on first down. It's Chambers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th. Play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow.
On 1st down, it's Chambers. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 56 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And the Chargers set first down. A gain of 14.
Herbert now.
Got
a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't need to.
They'll run on first down. It's Chambers. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Got it. 180.
Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's go on, 80. 0-15. Hey, 57, 57.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, rip list. Long light. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, color.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And again, it's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she